It started with an email, no subject line. Just a header image, a cabin under moonlight surrounded by woods. The message read, disconnect, refresh, escape to silence, no sender, no unsubscribe link, just a button, book now. I clicked it. The cabin wasn't on any map, no GPS coordinates. The road leading there was gravel that gave up halfway through, forcing me to walk the last mile. I passed no cars, no birds. The trees were unnaturally still. When I reached the clearing, the cabin was exactly as the photo showed, except older, worn, like it had been copied from the image, but aged poorly. The door was unlocked. Inside, fire already crackling, food stocked, lights dimmed as if anticipating my arrival. A note by the door, welcome. That night, I made tea. I sat by the fire. I read an old paperback I brought from home. It was quiet, too quiet, the kind that makes your ears ring. I went to bed early, slept deep. The next morning, the lake outside my window was gone, replaced by dense forest. At first, it was easy to rationalize. I was tired. Maybe the lake was an illusion, mist or fog. But the changes grew. The chairs swapped sides. The kitchen tiles changed color. The rug under the table was one pattern, then another. My reflection in the mirror seemed off, delayed, or too still. I checked the journal I'd been writing in. The earlier entries weren't mine. They were written in handwriting that was almost mine, just slightly slanted. The phrasing, too close, too familiar. That night, I woke at 3:12 a.m. to my knocking. 3 slow, deliberate thuds from behind the wall near the fireplace. I didn't move. I stayed frozen in bed until sunrise. The next night, it happened again, same time. I stayed awake this time. I waited, and when it came, I felt the vibration in the floorboards. I stopped eating. I stopped journaling. All I did was stare at that wall. I measured it, knocked back. I pressed my ear to the panels and heard breathing, slow, labored, and in sync with mine. On night 7, I heard a voice, a whisper. Please, listen to me. That's what made me tear the paneling off with my bare hands. I stopped eating. I stopped journaling. All I did was stare at that wall. Behind the wall was not empty space. It was a room. Tiny, cramped, just enough space for one person to stand. The floor was soaked with dried blood. Scratched into the wood were dozens of phrases. I told you not to sleep. You didn't listen. We're the same. It's me. And one final carving, deeper than the rest. Don't answer the door. I ran outside. I didn't stop. I walked for hours. But no matter which way I went, I came back to the cabin. Always from a different angle. Always as if it had moved, or I had. When I returned inside, it had reset. The journal was blank. The fire crackled. The food was untouched. But the mirror, this time, it was empty. I wasn't in it. That night, I found a photo album under the bed. It hadn't been there before. Every photo was of the cabin, the same angle, same lighting. But in each one, I was in the window, same clothes, same expression, like I'd been photographed from inside the house, over and over. I played a recording on my phone I didn't remember making. It was my voice, crying, whispering. Don't sleep on the 5th night. Don't listen to the knock. Don't stay. And then a final message. If you're hearing this, I'm already in the wall. I tested it. I fell asleep on the 5th night. I woke up back on day 1. Same welcome note, same food, same fire. But a new scratch on the wall behind the fireplace. A tally mark. And now, I make the knock. Time doesn't pass behind the wall. It lingers. There's no light, only the muffled creak of the cabin shifting and the occasional sound of footsteps, my footsteps, moving outside. I tried to count the hours, but they blurred. My hands bloodied from scratching the warnings, my voice gone from screaming. I waited for myself, and when I came, I begged. 3 knocks, then silence. Every loop, I hoped I'd finally listen. Every loop, I forgot again. You don't sleep behind the wall. You just stay, listening, waiting, hoping this version of me does better. If you hear it, 3 knocks just after midnight. Don't answer. It's not a ghost. It's not a monster. It's you, and you're running out of time. Thank you for entering the Midnight Archives. If this story kept you thinking long after the screen went dark, like the video. Subscribe for more horror that watches you back. And remember, some knocks aren't meant to be answered.